Game 1 of the Subway Series lived up to the hype. Let's talk about it. Alright, so coming into today, we had the highly anticipated Subway Series taking place. Game 1 starters were Taijuan Walker and Jordan Montgomery. And it was a great game. A great game. Early offense from both sides. Wish we could have got a better pitcher performance from Jordan Montgomery, but we'll talk about that later. And Taijuan Walker did a great job settling down and eating innings for his team. So yeah, I mean, let's dig into it. What a way to start the game. Aaron Judge and Rizzo back-to-back. I just made a video yesterday about Aaron Judge and how the Yankees should pay him whatever he needs, and how he has been the leader that the Yankees have needed for this miraculous push that they've been on. But the Mets haven't been, the Mets haven't slouched in the season in any way, and that is a big, their offseason acquisitions is a big component to that. A lot of times the Mets are the laughingstock of the league when it comes to second halves, when it comes to anything after May and June. But the team looks legit this year. I believe we're going to see a team where it's not similar to their last World Series run where you don't have too much superstar power. And this is a team that's missing its generational talent in Jacob deGrom. This is largely in part to Pete Alonso's play on the field, to Francisco Lindor's turnaround, who I believe today had a 2-for-4 game, to the acquisition, the signing of Starling Marte, who has been the outfielder that the Mets have needed to fill the hole of Michael Conforto. In that unfortunate situation that has transpired, but he has been the center fielder that they have needed. Talking about a guy who's batting .300, showing off some power, projects to end the season with about 20 home runs, which is way more than the Mets need from that position. He's showing off the speed, has an OPS of over 800, which is very respectable. And Eduardo Escobar, who hasn't really hit for average, but we showed today he's playing defense at that hot corner, and he has been good. Also showing the stick a little bit. He definitely hits for power, not too much for average, but another upgrade for the Mets. Mark Cannon, which they got from the Athletics, has been great as well. Even being a Yankees fan, and there being a rivalry, I'm sorry, I have to rave about what the Mets have done this offseason, how great it's been. Talking about another turnaround season, Edwin Diaz, who was a bit shaky last year, but this season is elite. Back to form in which we have seen in Seattle. Adam Ottavino has been amazing coming out that bullpen. And their number 2 catcher, Thomas Nido, showed up in a big way today. He got on base. He gunned down Rizzo at the end of the game, which proved to be the biggest point of the game. Gunned him down at second base, close play, but that could have decided the game. That could have been a huge turnaround. That could have been a point where the Yankees took over, but he came up in a big way. So this is a team that is scrappy. And I use that word to describe them, because they're not blowing teams out the water. They're not beating teams by 5, 6, 7 runs, a couple times a week, but they're winning. Their pitching has been amazing. And Taijuan Walker settling down, being a big reason that the Mets won today. The Yankees had opportunities left and right, but ultimately Taijuan Walker was able to shut it down, get out the innings in which he needed to, and his bullpen carried him the rest of the way. We're talking about a great performance from Ottavino and Diaz, which I already spoke about. But I have to say, man, Diaz was electric today. He had the blunder where he should have just got Judge out at first, but he tried to turn a double play. But 4 strikeouts in 1.1 innings. Can't ask for much more. But yeah, the Mets are legit. And the Yankees, their rotation is showing some cracks. Jordan Montgomery is his first 10 starts. Amazing. Last 7 and 10, not as much. We're talking about his last 7. He has about a 5 ERA with a 1.3 WHIP. He's getting hit more, definitely. He's not missing as many bats as he was, and teams are hitting him. Hit him hard. We seen only last about 3 innings, 3 and 2/3, I believe. And in that first inning, I mean, the Yankees gave him a 2-0 pad. And that's as much as you can ask for before, even stepping on the bump, pitching with a lead. But he wasn't able to hold it. And the Mets have shown that from top to bottom, their lineup has been, scrappy, able to get on base. And Pete Alonso, the RBI leader in the MLB, I mean, he's doing what he has to do, and on multiple occasions, he showed up today. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Looking forward to tomorrow's game. Not too much from the pitching aspect. Domingo Germán's first 2 starts coming back. It's been rough. I mean, Astros and Mets, 2 of the best teams in the MLB, is not anything anybody asked for coming back from an injury. But we get to see Scherzer against one of the best lineups in MLB, which is must-see TV for anyone. So yeah, this Subway Series is looking to be great. We would have wished for a Taiwan Scherzer versus Cole, Nestor any day. But we're gonna see. I failed to talk about the Yankees bullpen today. Abreu, little bit of slip. He's hit or miss every other time. But the Yankees should be incredibly happy to see what they saw from Loaisiga and Chapman. With the injury of Michael King, I was in attendance for that game. It was rough. We're going into the trade deadline. They're probably going to add a bullpen arm or a back end starter with their 4-5 looking shaky. Number 3 even looking shaky with Luis Severino battling stuff. Tyone and Montgomery not looking as sharp as they was. So right now the Yankees are looking with Cole Nestor. And if you want to make that World Series push, you need a solid number 3. Looking for Castillo, Frankie Montas, but it's going to be hard. A lot of teams are in a bidding war for those 2. But to see Loaisiga and Chapman, having a comeback, these are, last year 2 of our better relievers. We pay him to be the guy, and age is showing, and sometimes control gets better with age, but not with this guy. But great to see him get back on the road. Look to see maybe either or pitch again tomorrow, because with Domingo Germán pitching, not expecting a long outing. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this next game. This is a potential World Series matchup. Would love to see a Subway Series again. Haven't seen that since 2000, and 2000 was a great one. Talking about moments. Roger Clemens throwing it bad at Piazza moments. Nothing too extreme at this point, but looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to see these teams play more, because today was electric. The stadium was electric. A couple fights broke out. Was able to see Joe's McFly videos on it, some other videos. But these 2 teams linking up is everything. It's must-see TV. Tune in tomorrow. Let's see the Scherzer Germán game. Hopefully, the Yankees are able to get a long outing out the bullpen. Bullpen's gonna have to work tomorrow, put it to test. And the Yankees are already carrying a light pen, so we'll see what they do at the trade deadline. But I mean, the Mets are legit. This is B-Riv. We're episode 2 of Let's Talk About It. Today we spoke about the Subway Series and how it has been must-see TV. Getting this done right after the game. Like I said, a guy that likes to talk baseball. Guy likes to talk sports. I love watching basketball as well. Guy that's going to talk about his journey. Journey of life, journey with God, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. I'm not expecting $3 million, but hopefully somebody listens to this. All right? See ya.